Welcome to next part. We will start with our Rorschach, but before that, question number 26. Mr. V always seems to focus on negative events in his life, even when something good happens for him. For example, when Mr. V got an A plus on his math test, so basically it is an applied based question, and shaping is never going to be the answer over here. What is the correct answer? Correct answer is your all or nothing thinking. Don't assume that this question will again get repeated, but it's okay. It's just a year of 2024, but the likelihood of this repeating once again is very shallow. Now we will talk about the next question, the reality card of Rorschach. So we are having the father card, the mother card also. But right now, what is the reality card of Rorschach? It is card number 5 in the Rorschach Inkblot test. Now given by Hermann Rorschach in 1921, their psychodiagnostic contains 10 inkblot test, and if you refer to a book you will find everything in detail. Okay, if you want to read about Rorschach in detail, you refer to the a book and you will get a good grasp on this particular topic. Okay, all right, now we are starting with the most general psychology portion. A researcher uses an experimental design to study the effect of music on memory. In this experiment, the independent variable is, basically you need to just know the meaning of what a independent variable is and what a dependent variable is. Always we will manipulate the independent variable, and always we will control the our depend not control, but we will have a control group in our design, and we will have the dependent variable on which we are looking for the effect. Now what is the effect? To study the effect of music on memory. Now what is the dependent variable over here? Dependent variable is our memory, and music is our what? It is our independent variable. Okay, because we want to study the effect of music. Okay, whatever is doing the effect on the dependent variable is always considered as the independent variable. So what is going to be the answer? Music is the answer. Okay, and what is the dependent variable over here? Memory is the dependent variable over here. Now is this question difficult? No, this is never difficult. Now in a normal distribution, if you read a book properly, now what is the a book? A book is a book by research methods in research design, no, research methods in behavioral sciences by A.K. Singh, complete English book. You will study that and you will have a good understanding, good knowledge if you study properly, and no research question you will do wrong in your entire life as long as the questions are coming on those levels. Now, in a normal distribution, most scores are located. So what is a normal distribution? It looks something like this. We are having 1, 2, 3 standard deviation. This is mean or median of 0. In a normal distribution, most scores are located at the high end of the distribution. No, we are not talking about the skewness over here. Everything is mentioned in the ebook completely free of cost. At the low end of distribution, no, this is not going to be the case. At the extreme of the distribution, no. Where it is the center of the distribution. Okay, so in a normal probability curve we draw like this. If I am drawing it correct, yeah, like this. And you will have the mean median mode in a NPC over here 0. Now we will have +1 standard deviation over here, +2 over here, and +3 over here like this, and simultaneously -1, -2, and -3 over here. Okay, these are the Z scores as well. So what is the mean of Z? It is 0. You will find this particular question being asked in this paper as well. Okay, what is the mean of Z score? You will get to answer this thing in these M.Phil exams as well. Okay, now this is a what? This is a normal probability curve NPC, which is bilaterally symmetric, and its skewness is 0, and its kurtosis is 0.263 or 0.263. Okay, now in a normal distribution most scores are located. These are the research topics, so it is coming in the M.Phil exam. It means it is important, and it is not that tough which you think of. It's just so easy. So what is the answer? Option number C, in the center of the distribution. Now next is the damage to the hippocampus is most likely to impair. Again, if you read from the C book by Sonra K. Ciccarelli, you will be able to answer that hippocampus is associated with your memory only. Okay, it has nothing to do with your breathing or not breathing, the balance or the sleep sometimes we can consider, but right now damage to the hippocampus is most likely. They are asking about the most likeliness of the hippocampus. That is what? That is our memory. And there is one more thing called as the LTP, long term potentiation, the memory consolidation. Everything happens in this area of your brain only. And this is what something this LTP looks like: the axon, the synapse, and the dendrite of the next N2 neuron. This is the N1 presynaptic, this is the postsynaptic. We are having the cleft over here, and these things are happening called as the long-term potentiation. Okay. Now this question number 31, which part of the limbic system is involved in an animal's feeling of hunger? It is so simple. This question is like crazy, so simple for you. Thalamus, pons, hippocampus and hypothalamus. Okay. So now we will first talk about the humans where you are getting feeling of hunger. You are getting in the hypothalamus. Most obviously the answer is going to be the hypothalamus only, because it's just so simple, it's just so easy. Why? Because if you read the C book or any general psychology book, there is the mention of your hypothalamus called as the ventromedial and lateral one, talking about the hypothalamus only, mentioned in the C book, where they have removed the rats that area, and no hunger is there or the rat is overeating. Why? Just because of this hypothalamus. Okay, easy one, read the books. Now that much is enough. Which area of the brainstem controls the heart rate and breathing? So what I am assuming after this is that the biopsychology portion is important. Okay, biopsychology portion is IMP. You have to be very good at the biopsychology portion because the questions are very basic, but you have to study from each and every point of view. Now talking about next thing, which area of brainstem controls heart rate and breathing? Thalamus, no, it is a relay center. Reticular formation, no. Pons, no, it is the medulla. Okay, medulla will cover your heart rate and breathing. Now, next one is the which structure allows communication between the hemispheres. The past 5 to 6 questions which we are solving are directly from Sonrake Citarelli. Period. Which structure allows communication between the hemispheres? No need to do anything crazy apart from reading books. Reticular formation? No. What is this contralateral bridge? No. Temporal lobe? No. Why this lobe will communicate between two hemispheres? The correct answer is your corpus callosum or callosum. Okay. Option number D is the correct answer. Now, the next one is again directly from the NCRTs, we can say. Yes, the question is from the NCRT and the C book as well. Now, this is the ability to sense the position and movement of our body parts. Now see the options. Proprioception, no. Proprioception, no. Proprioprediction, no. It is proprioception. Okay, mentioned directly. We are having different type of senses, vision, auditory, and all those things. Apart from that, our body position and movement, the cerebellum and the three little tiny bones in our ear pay, making all the work because of the proprioception. Okay, we are having the kinesthetic one and the vestibular one. Why? Because of only the proprioception. If you read the C book, you will get the answers. Now this question is again from the C book. This is also again from the C book. How can I tell you? Okay, everything is coming so basic. Which of the following is not a set of opponent colors according to opponent process theory? Yellow, blue, red, green, white, black mentioned, but red, blue is not mentioned as per the opponent process theory of colors. Okay, mentioned in the C book. Now, next question. Oh my god. 36, 37, 38, 38, 38, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, these are 46. Everything is coming from the same book. Okay, just read two books properly. Have a good hold of on clinical one and the disorders and majorly all those things. Rest all. See, the next 10 to 15 questions are directly from the C book and the A book. First one, both the links are in the description. Order it right away. You will clear the M.Phil examination, whatever, whichever year you are sitting. But just be precise and do proper thorough revision. Now, which of the following is our central nervous system depresent? Depresent. Alcohol, nicotine, LCD, and caffeine. Now let's make this more interesting. We don't know about alcohol, LCD, nicotine, caffeine, but what happens if we read proper book? You don't have to do anything in your life, just read this book and that is it. Under the head of stimulants, you will find the nicotine, caffeine, cocaine. We got the answer, yes. Under the head of hallucinogens, we get the LSD, but only and only for the depressants of our CNS, we get the barbiturates, benzodiazepines, and alcohol. We get the answer. Let's move forward. That is the importance of proper books in your life. Now, question number 37, dash waves are to wakefulness as dash waves are to deep sleep. Now it is so simple. When we are awake, we are having the alpha waves, and wakefulness as dash waves are deep sleep. Deep sleep happens only in the delta waves. They are talking about the N1, N2 and N3. Now the body's primary circadian pacemaker is the pineal gland, suprachiasmatic nucleus, hippocampus or suprachiasmatic or amygdala. Now what it is? So simple. It is talking about the SCN, suprachiasmatic nucleus. Reference you will find in the C book. Everything is coming from the same book. What did Freud call the hidden psychological content of a dream? He called it the latent content. Okay, you will find this thing also there. Not the manifest, not the literal content, the soporific content, no, the latent content. Now, moving forward next, which of the following is not associated with a REM sleep? Decreased limbic system activity, increased heart rate, dreaming, yes, yes, genital arousal, yes, but not the decreased limbic system activity. But the question is asking you about the not associated. Okay, that is why decreased limbic system activity. Now, next question 41 dash parenting combines high responsiveness with low demandingness. Authoritative, rejecting, neglecting, permissive, authoritarian. You have to read another book for this thing, but the right answer right now is the permissive one. The strange situation test is a test of attachment, assimilation, arbitration, and accommodation. Now it is simply the answer attachment. Reference C book. Find it. You will get it. Assimilation and accommodation, they are talking about Jean Piaget or Jean Piaget's theory. Okay, assimilation, accommodation, and nothing about the arbitration. The strange situation is a test of attachment and attachment and attachment. Piaget believed that object permanence is typically attained during which stage? Now, easy one, not the formal one, not the concrete. It is attained in the sensory motor stage. Make sure for the next time you study what is happening in all the stages because they can ask you again once. I mean, once again. Now, 44 fluid intelligence. Oh my goodness, what I tell you. This question is copy pasted. Copy paste from C book. Now, what is going to be the answer for this? Answer for this is option number C. Fluid intelligence tends to decrease with age, while crystallized intelligence tends to increase with age. Okay, it is becoming more crystal, more stronger with your age. So option number C is the correct answer over here. Now, next one is the 45. If a proposed intelligence test turn out to be really a test of patience rather than intelligence, it would be criticized for having what? It would be criticized for, first of all, we are not talking about the reliability and consistency. We are only talking about the validity. Now over here, what is a test of intelligence? We have constructed it, so it will become a low construct validity. Okay, we are not having a prior test because it is testing our patience. Which of the following is not a cause of forgetting? So easy one, interference, decay, retrieval inhibition. So why we'll talk about selective attention over here? Okay, not the case. I mean, that is why the answer is option number C, selective attention, because it is not a cause of forgetting. Next is 47. In a 3 by 4 contingency table using chi-square test, the degree of freedom associated with the chi-square will be. Now, whenever you are going to solve this question, these type of question, just take this one. We are having r minus 1, c minus 1, the formula for degree of freedom. So these are the rows and these are the columns. So 3 by 4 means 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay. Now, what is the formula? Formula is r minus 1 multiplied by c minus 1 or c minus 1 multiplied by r minus 1. What is r? R is 3 minus 1 into 4 minus 1. What is it? Is 2 into 3. 6 is the answer, and that is how you will get the answer whenever you are going to ask about the, or whenever you are being asked about the chi-square. Which of the following is classed as a basic emotion? Guilt, shame, jealousy, and disgust. So what is going to be the correct answer? Option number D. Disgust is classed as a basic emotion. Now next one is again so easy. Which three structures make up the HPA axis? The name itself is enough. Hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal glands. Hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal glands. This is the correct answer. Okay, we are not talking about, whenever we are talking about hypothalamus pituitary a axis, it means hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal glands. Why it is happening over here? Because we are talking about the stress response. Okay, hypothalamus will send signal to pituitary, it will release ACTH, then it will go to adrenal gland and cortisol will be released from there. Next question is the 50th one. According to Eysenck, extroverts seek to what? Their arousal, while introverts seek to dash their arousal. I would like all of you to answer this question. What is going to be the correct answer? For this question, do comment down below so that we can have a good, healthy answer over here. Will it decrease, increase, decrease, hide, reveal, or reveal, hide? This is our question number 50. With this, we are finished with our today's part of our Rinpas 2024. I hope you are getting the thing, how the paper is set, how and from where you need to study, and how you will clear the upcoming M.Phil clinical psychology examination on your own.